We are here with head men's soccer coach Dan Kuntz, who enters his 25th season at the helm for the Kingsmen in 2017. Coach, with the team having lost some starters but also getting a lot of new players coming in, how has preseason training been going so far?
Oh, it's always, for me, the most fun part of my work is being with the students. And the exciting part for me is to see the creativity and imagination of this group of players this year. It's just fun to see them painting new pictures on the field. You know, we've got some very good returners coming back, some nice incoming students coming in, and they connect real well. We're just excited to see what they put on, how their show comes together.
So you get a lot of strong players back, but you also graduated some as well. Who are some players we should look out for as the season approaches, both returning and from the incoming class?
Well, returning, you know, Brandon has been a goal scorer for the last couple of years in the league and made a good presence. And I think he'll be a fun one to watch. He's come in well prepared for this season. Eduardo Garcia, our goalkeeper, Lalo, I think he'll be a special piece of this program as well. He missed half the season last season, so it's something we're going to see some, you know, hopefully from the beginning. Last year he missed because of some injury. So we're excited to have him back. Diego Ortega, you know, he'll be an interesting player to have there. And we have some newcomers that I think are exciting to watch. Dual sport athlete and Connor Neufeld. I think that we also have some exciting returners who are going to fill those spots of some of the ones that have graduated.
So you had two players, Brandon and Cristian, who received individual awards last year. What can those two, as well as other players, bring to the team for leadership and motivation?
Well, I think that they recognize their seniors. When you're going into your senior year, there's a lot of consideration of what that means when you finally get there. I think I've seen that over the years. And it's a presence on the field, it's a presence off the field together with the rest of the players to understand not just that they're seniors, but what can be accomplished if they're together. And when they've earned some recognition and they realize what it takes to get that, and they can share that with other athletes and bring that perspective to the team, that I think is really important.
Switching to your schedule, how can this schedule prepare your players for the long season and then, of course, for conference play?
It's been some years since we really took a trip somewhere as a group. We have a lot of, I mentioned, you know, several seniors and students from quite a few from this area, and I think it's an opportunity, an educational opportunity for them to be together in a travel environment. And it's going to be a change. You know, we're probably going to face some temperature differences, some environmental differences. But the most important part of that, the scheduling of having a trip, we're going to Philadelphia to play some games there, Franklin and Marshall and Eastern. And the reason we do that is because we want that to be an educational experience for them, with each other, with the environment, and be able to come together and test where they are. And, you know, these teams are, I know they'll be a challenge for us, and we're excited and looking up to the challenge.
So you mentioned the tournament. Are there any other specific games that fans should look out for?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have some really tremendous teams in our conference. I mean, we really do. I don't think there's one that can be just looked past. Used to be maybe that, but not anymore. And the competition rises every year. They bring in good players, good coaching. The schools have done a great job to build soccer in their institutions. And I think Redlands has, you know, went to the second round, third, you know, almost got all the way there this year to the national tournament. And coach there does really well. I know, I've known him for many years, and I'm sure that they'll be right back into that. I think that, not to put any others aside from Redlands, but I think that there's at least 5 schools that are all, and probably more, depending on how things go, you know, that are going to be bumping each other, trying to find a way to get into the Final Four. But I think any game is exciting, it's fun. It's not what, you know, there's not going to be one boring game of the bunch, and I would encourage folks to come out and watch because it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, last question. Overall, what are some of your expectations for this group as you prepare for the season?
Oh gosh, you know, you every year you go in with the dream, right? You wanna have a good result, good results through the year, and have an opportunity to do some more. That's what, you know, only a few teams get to do that. So that's our goal. And those are our goals, short-term, long-term, to get there. And we've been working very hard at that, both in terms of the personnel that we look to brought in, and also in terms of how we structure and work on the field, and in the off-season work that's been done by our strength and conditioning people and others, and our athletes who just, you know, voluntarily choose to go out and do some extra work to be a better team. I think that's something very important that for health and well-being, but performance too. And we're counting on all of that to come together for us to have a great season.
All right, thank you very much, Coach.
You're very welcome.
All right, today we have junior Cristian Yepez and senior Brandon Kearney from the men's soccer team. Guys, thanks for joining us. So with the new season about to start, how have preseason practices been going so far with the returners and then the incoming guys?
They've been going really well. We think the best component for the success in this season is to get those returners involved with the incoming freshmen and the transfers. We want to get everyone together as a family and unite everyone as quick as possible so everyone can get on a comfortable level and play at the level that everyone wants to play at.
Mm-hmm. Now you talk about the team coming together, but how have you seen the team come together since returning to campus?
It's been really good. Everyone's been looking out for each other. We've been hanging out with each other outside of the field. When we see one of them get knocked down, we pick them back up. We really like to spread positivity throughout our team. Like I said, we're hanging out with each other outside the field. When we go eat, we eat with newcomers, try to get to know them. And so we're bringing everyone together as fast as possible, and it's looking really well.
Mm-hmm. So Cristian, you made a big contribution last year for the defense. What do you expect? What can we expect from them this year?
Oh, well, last year we kind of got scored a lot, but this year it seems different. It seems like the defense is stronger, so we're hoping that we don't get a lot of goals conceded.
And Brandon, kind of switching to offense, what do you think of the offensive pieces so far?
I think we've always had trouble just finishing, and that's how you obviously win games. So we're hoping that this year we can score more goals via corner kicks, set pieces, field kicks, and we're hoping that that'll help us really spread ourselves amongst the other tems.
All right, and what are your guys' thoughts for the 2017 season? What do you expect from yourselves and then from the team as well?
Well, we're really gonna start off a lot better this year. Last year we kind of came together a little late, and that was too late because we obviously were 1 point shy of playoffs. This year, if we start that way off, we started the last season off, we're gonna do extremely well, and we're gonna hold that first, second seed in SCIAC the whole season.
Yeah, and just as he said, last year we kind of started off really slow, but this year it seems like it's going to be a lot different, and that's why we came out with the word called Unidos. It's like part of our what we are. We're united, and that's why this year we're hoping that the team can stay together, and so we could make it as far this season.
Mm-hmm. Last question, what are some other things you're looking forward to this season?
I'm looking forward to becoming closer with my fellow teammates. I think that creating a family and bonding with those teammates that you're not as close with will help us get more success this season.
Alrighty, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking with us, and good luck this season.
Thank you.